Alright, here we are in the first cabinet. We have our hot water heater, the Camplux hot water heater. So we have adjustable knobs on the front of it for gas and for water. We have our plumbing down here. So in this plug back here is where we're going to put the propane. And you can see we have a propane tank and hose are all here ready to go. That tank's empty, so it's not hooked up yet. So our plumbing's over here. We have a shower on a quick disconnect over here. So we want to take it off of there. We can stand outside, have a shower, and then we got different settings on it. You can change whether it comes out in the center or the edge. I don't know. Not all that interested in all the different variations. Just it works or it doesn't work. There we go. Dribble a little bit of water there. There we go. So one of the things I have to do in this cabinet, I'm going to take the grating out of the bottom of it, clean it really well, trim that grating to fit a little bit better. And then other than that, this cabinet needs one shelf in it. We're going to put a shelf right above the propane tank so we can put the porta pot and some other stuff in here. And this is where the pass-through on the inside goes through. So we can see that in there. This wire is extra. We left it hanging unless we needed something, but we haven't used it yet, and I don't envision that we need it. So I'm going to roll that up and probably tuck it up into the ceiling up in there until we need it. There we go. And the lights work. I don't know if I actually showed you this, but I did put a remote switch on it down here so that shorter people can just click the switch and they don't have to climb all the way up in there. Okay. Cabinet next to it. This is where the sink actually connects to it. There's the sink. There's a hot and cold water to the sink. This is where the hot water comes back from the hot water heater in the other cabinet. There was already a hole between these two cabinets, so that's why I used this hole up in here instead of drilling a new one back there. I could have put it over there, save myself a little bit in plumbing, but this stuff is really not all that expensive. This is all the SharkBite polyethylene, I think it is. So you just push it in to these little connectors. You need a special tool to push that apart, but there's no pipe dope or screwing stuff together or Teflon tape. So it's really handy and really quick. So we got a T here where the water comes from the water pump. It either goes up here to the sink or it comes this way to the hot water heater, and then the return hot water comes back this way and goes to these set of connectors and it goes up to the sink. We got connection over the water pump. There's the pump. And then fresh water right here. So we're going to have 7 plus 7, so 14 gallons of fresh water. And then it's going to dump. The sink will dump into this. I think it's a 5-gallon jug. We don't really expect to use a lot of water, but that's the only thing running water on inside is the sink. And then it just connects right there to the bottom of the sink. The water pump is an automatic water pump. It will try to maintain a certain PSI. Right now it's set at 80 PSI. So you turn the switch on, the pump may not necessarily run all the time, depending on how much water pressure is available. But that's the water cabinet. And there's the hot water cabinet.